what Venkatamakhin essentially advanced was he worked out the number of combinations of the 12 Swarasthanas. One essential consideration was that each scale had to have all the 7 swaras in order. Well, let us look at our schema of the 12 Swarasthanas. We have Sa, Re1, G2, G1, G2, Ma1, Ma2, Pa, Dha1, Dha2, Ni1, Ni2. We need to figure out how many combinations of these 7 swaras are possible when you have these 12 Swarasthanas. So, just to give you an example, Sa, Re1, G1, Ma1, Pa, Dha1, Ni1 is a combination, it's a possible combination. Or we could put this as Sa, Re1, G2, Ma1, Pa, Dha, Ni. This is a possible combination. Or could again do this, Re1, G2, Ma2, Pa, Dha1, Ni1. This is another combination possible. Now, if you just take the way of just trying to figure out how many combinations are possible. Let us say we have Sa, Re1, G1, okay, and we have Ma1. With this, how many combinations of Dha and Ni are possible? You have the first combination possible is Dha1, Ni1, second combination possible is Dha1, Ni2, third combination possible is Dha2, Ni1, fourth combination possible is Dha2, Ni2. So, with Sa, Re1, G1, Ma1, there are 4 combinations possible. So, also with Re1 and G1, 4 combinations are possible. You have Re1, G2, Re2, G1, Re2, G2 with Ma1. So, we have the total number of combinations here with 4 of these possibilities and 4 of these possibilities, and just Ma1, it is 16. 16 possible combinations are there, because with each of these combination of Re and Ga, 4 are possible. So, 4 are possible for this, 4 are possible for this, 4 are possible for this. So, you have 16 possible combinations of all this Sarigama Padhani with Ma1. The same thing will apply with Ma2. So, we have 16 plus 16, 32 possible combinations of these Swarasthanas are there when you want a Sampurna scale of 7 swaras. But what Venkatamakhin arrived at was a number of 72. Now, how did he do that? Now, on this method, as you can see, a combination of Re1, Re2 is not possible. You can't have a scale which says, now suppose we number the Swarasthanas. This is the first Swarasthana, this is the second Swarasthana, this is the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, and 12th. So, we can't have a scale which has a combination of the second and the third Swarasthana. That's not possible. Now, what Venkatamakhin did was essentially to make that possible. He he reworked the nomenclature of these swaras. We speak of Re1, Re2, and we need a scale to have all the 7 swaras. Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Dha, Ni. We need all the 7 swaras. Now if we have Swarasthana 2 and Swarasthana 3, then we will not have G. So in that case it is not a Sampurna scale. So what can we do so that a scale which has Swarasthanas 2 and 3 is also possible? So this, to accommodate this, to make this possible, what he did was quite ingenious really. This third Swarasthana, he gave it, this is of course Re2, but this is also G1. Instead of talking of 2 varieties of Re, 2 varieties of G, and 2 varieties of Dha and Ni each, he spoke of 3 varieties each of Re, Ga and Dha, Ni, and he distributed it like this on the so the fourth Swarasthana, this is Re1, these two, this is Re2, this will become Re3, or this is also G2, and the fifth Swarasthana will be G3. So essentially the third Swarasthana could be either Re2 or G1, the fourth Swarasthana could be either Re3 or G2, and the fifth Swarasthana has to be G3. So also with Dha and Ni, the 10th Swarasthana is Dha 2 and Ni 1. The 11th Swarasthana is Dha 3 and Ni 2, and this 12th Swarasthana is Ni 3. And he gave technical terms for all these, which you can see in the slide. The first variety of every note is called Shuddha. Shuddhari, Shuddhaga, Shuddhama, Shuddhadha and Shuddhani. The second variety of Re and Dha are called Chatushruti, Chatushruti Rishabha and Chatushruti Dhaivata. The third variety of Re and Dha are called Shatshruti, Shatshruti Rishabha and Shatshruti Dhaivata. Gandhara, we have Shuddha Gandhara, Sadhana Gandhara and Antara Gandhara. Nishada, we have Shuddha Nishada, Kaishiki Nishada and Kakili Nishada. Now this is the terminology that we even use today. So with this, it is possible to have a combination of 1, 2, 3. Now of course Re1. This is the first Swarasthana. This is the second Swarasthana. Third Swarasthana can be Re2 or G1. The fourth Swarasthana is Re3 or G2. The fifth Swarasthana is G3. The sixth Swarasthana is Ma1. The seventh is Ma2. The eighth is Sthana is Pa. The ninth is Dha1. The 10th could be Dha 2 or Ni 1. 11th could be Dha 3 or Ni 2. And 12th is Ni 3. These are all the Swarasthanas. that we have scales of Sampurna scale, Sarigama Padhani. So where earlier we could have Sari Ga Ga, actually Sari Ga or Sari Ga. Now we can have Sari Ga, because this, the third swarasthana is no Sari, Sari, or it could be Saga. But this becomes a Ga only when this is also there. Sa, Sari, Ga. If this third swarasthana were not seen as a variety of Ga, then you can only say Sari, Ri, which then will not give us a Sampurna scale. Ga is not there. What he did was Sari, Ga, Ma, A. The same with Dha, Ni, Sa. This in fact is the first possible scale on this schema. In this method, this is the first possible mela. Sari, Ga, Ma, Pa, Dha, Ni, Sa, which would not be possible except for this way of this kind of nomenclature. He tweaked with the nomenclature essentially, so that this kind of scales are also possible. Now on this, let us see how many possible melas are there. There is this Ri1 and this G1, and we will say we have Ma1. How many possible combinations of Dha and Ni are there? Let us see. This is Dha1, Ni1, of course. Dha1 and this Ni1. Then next is Dha1 and Ni2. Dha1 and Ni2. Then third is Dha1 and Ni3. Dha1 and Ni3. Fourth is Dha2 and Ni2. Dha2, Ni2 are not possible because they are the same swarasthana actually. Dha2, Ni2 is the next one. Then Dha2, Ni3. And finally we have Dha3 and Ni3. Dha3 cannot combine with Ni1 or Ni2 because Ni1 is lower than Dha3 and Ni2 is actually the same swarasthana as Dha3. So with just one set of Ri and Ga, V1, G1, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 combinations of Dha1, Ni1, Dha and Ni possible. So with Ri1 and G1, 6 combinations of Dha and Ni are possible. And we have 6 possible combinations of Ri and Ga also. We have 6 possible combinations of Ri and Ga also. So you have 6 into 6. 36 combinations possible with just one Ma. Another 36 possible with the other Ma, the augmented Ma, the Pratimadhyamam as it is called. And you have a number 72. This is the 72 Melakarta scheme as propounded by Venkatamakin in his Chaturdandi Prakashika. Immensely influential work, and this idea is firmly entrenched in the minds of all Carnatic musicians, for the good and the bad.